Hi everyone, I'm back again. How are you all doing? Well, I hope this film is going to be about colour on the eyes. And I'm going to be using this gorgeous palette here by Cult Candy. I think I've used it before a while ago, but I love these colours. I'm going to be using Jello, which is this purple here, which is just a nice clash against my pink top. Yeah, these colours are great. Don't be scared of them. Wear them simply. On your eye and well, let's see what you think. I hope you like it anyway. I'm going to do a little bit more of a perfected look. I'm going to be using the McGrath's Labs Skin Fetish on my skin, just because this look is, you know, it's a bit more directional. I need my base to be a little bit cleaner so the colour stands out rather than my pigmentation or capillaries or blemishes. I'm just pasting this foundation over my skin first. Now this is as gorgeous in a more sort of hydrating way, similar to the Shiseido Skin Refreshing Foundation, whereas that goes on really beautifully and keeps extending. This also is so fine and so sheer and keeps on extending. What I mean by that is when you put it on, it just keeps on giving. It keeps on like smoothing around your skin, covering your skin without absorbing quickly into your skin. And then you get that mark or feel on your face, and you can't blend the product seamlessly and invisibly into your skin. And that's why I really like this base. And the Shiseido one, which I love, the Skin Refreshing one, is great because it dries slightly matter, but this is just a little bit more real skin-like. But you just get a lot of buck for your money. No, that's wrong. You just get a lot of product for your buck. There is no such saying as that. Buck for your money, money for your... Oh, I don't know. I'm sure you'll let me know below. But anyway, it is pricey, this base, but it's worth it. I should have said it just like that to avoid any miscommunication. Nice skin. Simply done, feels good, lightweight sheer, and just kind of gives that real skin finish. So well done, Pat, hardly surprising. Concealer I'm going to be using is G9 Glossier Stretch Concealer. I use this a lot of work actually. It's a really great one because I can be really precise. You know how I love to dab and push concealer into skin. This really helps when I'm using a brush on someone's skin. I wouldn't ever push this with my finger onto another person's face. God, do you know what? Thinking about that, I'm going back to work soon. I've got my first job, I've got a week in July, and I'm going through everything, cleaning everything, taking everything out, repackaging it, trying to minimalise everything actually. We have to go back to work. Our rules and regulations are that we have to wear PPE too, which is gown, mask, visor, gloves. I'm not really sure about the glove thing. I think it's going to be probably better if I actually just use my hands and keep sanitising. I don't know. I feel a bit nervous, if I'm honest, just because it doesn't. You know, when you're sort of in a creative flow, it just happens. But to be sort of like, mustn't do that, mustn't do this, and have everything. You know, obviously, I'm hygienic. I wouldn't have been working in the industry this long if I didn't have a good level of hygiene. But yes, anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just because I haven't been to work for a long time. Right, that's the concealer. So again, nice and perfected, clean. It doesn't look really heavily made up, but my skin hopefully looks better. Now I'm going to use the Chanel Baume Essentiel stick highlighter because, for those of you who know this one, it gives this sort of lovely highlight, but it's not as warm or as golden or as slightly shimmery as the Becca one is, which I really love, or the Nip and Fab one. This literally is just almost like a gloss, and because the lilac eye is going to be the feature of my makeup, I've really loved wearing colour recently. I've had a little bit of colour on. I had orange on yesterday and I really loved it. It's very simple, it's nothing too scary or different. But you might sort of need to dig deep in your makeup bag, girls, and go, I haven't worn this colour for a while, let's do it. But just wear it simply. I did my brows earlier, so it drove me mad. So for my cheeks, I'm going to match my top and I'm going to clash with my eye. And this is Chiyoko by Shiseido, and this is the whipped powder. blush. And it is so spongy. Whoa, look at that. Really lovely colour. Now with a bright colour like this, you want to give yourself a flush. I don't want to kind of go too dolly and make it too roundy on my cheeks, but I also don't want to kind of create that sort of stretch shape up the side of my cheekbones either, because that just looks a bit 80s. So it's just kind of adding that sort of gentle flush to the front of my skin. And because this dries as a lovely powder, it just has a nice longevity against it. Just clear it. Remember with your blush, don't take it too close to this part of your face. Just make sure it's sort of just from here outwards. I love this blue. I'll take it off. I think it will for the other video as well. Great. Okay. So I'm going to not powder my eyes. I'm just going to use them wet without a base. Put that lid on there, keep myself tidy. And we're going to go in with Jello. So I'm going to use this flat eyeshadow brush straight in to the palette. Now I'm going to really push the colour into there. Tap, tap, tap. Tap on my hand. I'm going to lift and push. Oh, yes. Now I'm going to get the nice dense colour along the lash line, and then I'm going to blend it softly. So the intensity of the colour is again just by the lid, just on the lid, close to my lashes, and then it just blurs out. So I'll need a clean brush just to feather that out and create that blurring effect. But I really want to keep the intensity. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Yes, actually really brings out the green in my eye. Now, don't extend it too much because you don't want to have a whole, you know, purple eye. So, you know, I'm going to use a bud. I want enough colour here just to kind of throw my socket back. Like a lovely sort of pink hue, but nothing too extended upwards, because then it starts to look a little bit dated and more sort of 80s than kind of like cool modern. It needs to be sort of more graphically placed. Oh, I really love that. That's got my creative juices flowing. And the other side. So this is a vegan cruelty-free brand. I think it's a British brand. It's very small, but they do some really fun, great colours. And you know, back in the day, cruelty-free and especially vegan pigments were very simple, very light, quite wishy-washy. But you can see now, you don't have to lose out on the colour when you want to go for something that is natural and cruelty-free. As you can see, pigments of the shadows are lovely and the way they are applied are lovely. So just make sure all the colour is really wedged in between your lashes. Yay, I love this. And softly on the outside. I'll just take a clean bud and I'll just use the flat side of that bud actually. And all you need to finish this eye look is just lots of mascara. Now, a few films ago I used the new Marc Jacobs Unlacquered. Now, I love this mascara. I love the packaging, I love the look, I love the texture, I love the depth, but it's smudging on my eyes. It's really bothering me, Marc Jacobs, because it's brilliant. I just don't know whether it needs to dry out a little more before it becomes perfect, but I am finding by the end of the day that I've got a little bit, it's minor, but I have a smudge underneath which I don't like. And what I love about this, so I would say that Max Factor Masterpiece, Hourglass Caution and this are probably my current favourites in terms of full-on lash. But if this doesn't stop smudging, I'm afraid it can't be in the winning top 10 because no one wants mascara smudged underneath their eyes at the end of the day, but as you can see, it's just such a lovely look quickly. So yeah, anyone else tried it? Anyone else had the same thing, or is it just me? Don't know. We have to be honest about these things. I want to say that it's absolutely fabulous, and it is on many levels, but it needs to be a little bit drier so as not to smudge. And obviously I do use lots of oils and skincare, but I have other mascaras that don't smudge whilst I've got that dampness under my skin, making my skin look as good as it possibly can, right? Gorge. Right, so I think I might just use the Delilah one actually. I've got this really beautiful one by Delilah. It's a lipstick. It's called Flirt. Now I was going to use a little bit of the blush on my lips, but I think I'm actually just going for something just a little bit more neutral, maybe even a lip liner. Let's see how this looks. Oh no, I like that. Yeah, so it sits well within the colour family. Might just get another brush actually, 1 second. Here we are. As I was looking at my eyes, and I haven't even finished the lip, but this is what we do, isn't it? I was moving my head around and I'm not happy with that blending there on my eyes. I'm just going to really buff with a nice clean brush. This is the Zoeva Luxe Grand Shader. Ah, you see, there we are, that's better. So I need it block and heavy on the lid, but I just needed it a little bit more transparent on the eye. Great, let's go back to my lip. Love this. That's really nice, but I'm also going to get a lip liner. Stay there. Okay, so I've got my trusty Rimmel 050 Tiramisu. This texture of this Delilah lipstick is divine. I'm just going to, and it's pretty similar. There we go. And just because it is very natural, this shade, I just needed a little bit more help with my lip. It's a really nice combo, that. Very nice. So there we are. I've been wearing oranges. I have this lovely colour here, Fraggle, sorry. And I've been wearing pinks. I've just loved colour, but I think that's just because I've been starved of my creativity. Obviously beauty is wonderful and sourcing the right skincare products, but just colour is something else, isn't it? And I'm sure my husband and my children think that I look as good as not look good as I normally do, but I don't look the same with the colour on my face. They're like, why have you got that on your eyes, Mum? I'm like, oh, don't you like it? And they just sort of look at me like, weirdo. Maybe I am, who knows? I don't really care. Anyway, if you wear colour on your eyes, or you're going to wear colour on your eyes, or you do after this, please let me know. And if you follow me on Instagram, take a picture and show me. Why not? Let's just have a little bit of fun because we all bloody need it. Woohoo! All right, girls and guys, thanks again for watching. Really appreciate all your love and comments below, and I'll see you in another 7 days. Bye!